What's going on, guys? Got another haul video for you here. Some stuff we picked up this weekend. Me and my girlfriend went around, tried to go to some new flea markets and stuff we saw about an hour and a half away. Those all ended up being a bust, so we just went back to ones like 45 minutes away from us. Found some cool stuff there. Just wanted to throw it up on here before I procrastinate on it too long and forget to do it, or just get too lazy. But uh, but yeah, this one right here, it was all from one booth I found at this flea market. Yeah, I think all these books I have here are from there. But it was an older guy. He had a comic shop, and he had just leftover books, I guess, that he had from a long time ago. But I was pretty happy to find these. At the Infinity Crusade #1 right there. Issue #2, 3, 4, and 5 right here. Yep. Still missing issue 6, but I mean, he didn't have it there. He had it doubles of most of these except for 4 or 5, and he didn't have any of 6, I guess. So I mean, not too bad. The sticker prices that are on here, I haven't had a chance to rebag and board these. It's not what I paid for it. He kind of just told me like, don't worry about those, just whatever you got at the end. Show it to him, and he came up with a price. I think I ended up paying 25 bucks. Yeah, 25 bucks for everything I got in this haul here. But yeah, super pumped to get those. Move these out of the way. I think I now only need issue 44 Silver Surfer. I think I have all the Thanos, I guess, Infinity Gauntlet ones you could to complete that run. But then yeah, I found this one too, Daredevil 200. Um, Pretty awesome cover. I mean, beating the hell out of Bullseye. Thought that was pretty cool. I had to pick it up. This next one here, I was super pumped to find this there. Um, I had this in my collection that got stolen back up north, but it was signed and autographed. I don't know why. It's just slipping my name right now. I forget who it was that signed it, but I had it since I was a kid. Um, and I was super bummed I didn't bring it with me. That it was gone, but once I was digging through his boxes and I saw it there, I was like, oh my god. Pulled it right out, had to grab it. Um, Moving along, next one here. Mark Spector, Moon Knight 50. Nothing super special about it again, but love Moon Knight. I think he's awesome. I think he's bound to be either make an appearance in one of the Netflix Marvel shows or get his own eventually. I mean, I think it would be kind of hard to do, but I mean, there's definitely a way to do it. Um, I think if they took their time on it and did it right, it would be an awesome show, especially on Netflix. Movie would be cool, but I honestly think a show would do it more justice. Um, all right, next one here, Sabretooth #1. Again, nothing crazy about it. Had it in my old collection back up north. Saw it there, scooped it up. Same thing kind of applies here. Didn't have this one before, but I just think it's a really cool cover. I mean, Punisher 75. Sitting there, scooped it up. Why not? Um, Next one here, Tales of Teen Titans 50th anniversary issue. Um, Again, it's another one I used to have. I actually thought I had a copy of it in my collection down here now, but I didn't. So I mean, cool. Good thing I grabbed it. Let's see here. Let's move these out of the way. I won't let them falling. I mean, all in all, I was bound. Thought the whole day was gonna be a bust yesterday. I'm finding any books, and ended up picking up a decent amount from this guy, which was a good save for the day. This next one right here, we got Green Lantern #1. I believe it's the third volume, second or third volume that DC did. But again, there's nothing super special about it. It's a pretty common book, but scooped it up. Another one here, Detective Comics 647. He had a few issues of it. I just picked the best one I could find out of him that was in the best grade. Picked it out. Okay, these next book I have right here. Yeah, these next two books I got actually from. I'll put the first one up for you. This is Detective Comics Annual #2 from '89. But this one and the next one I'm going to show, I actually started working part time, basically just for store credit. I'd mentioned to him, I think, in my first video. This kid who has a video game shop at the local mall around here. He sells comics out of there too, and he just bought a giant collection. He has major scores in there. Like I'm talking books worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. You know, you got old Avengers books, and I think it might have been 3 or 4 long boxes he got for like 180 bucks after pricing them all out, grading them all with them. I think he's definitely got. If he takes his time and sells them, he easily has probably conservatively, I want to say, $6,500 to $7,000 worth of books uh, to unload, and for 180 bucks, that's a score of a lifetime. I told him how jealous I was of him, but for helping him out, yeah, he's giving me store credit, which is cool. I'm fine with that. But he gave me these as a gift at Detective Comics #2, just because I love these. It's messed up to say it. It's not like for any particular reason that I love these covers like this, but it's just like a niche. It's some of these covers like this. It's I'm hard pressed to think that they'll ever make covers kind of like this again. With you got clan members on the cover. There was one book I had back up north that I found at a flea market for like 50 cents. I forget what issue of Swamp Thing it was, but it had a swastika behind him in but inside of it the swastika was colored like the American flag, and it's just stuff like that that it was just cool for like the time that it came out. It was fine for it. Just I think as time goes on, less and less of that kind of stuff will be they'll make it just because of how controversial it is. Um, but he knew that, and he threw this book in for me. He just tossed it to me, which was awesome. That, and then this one, because this was one of the big books I was upset that I lost in the collection that got stolen up north. He gave me this for free, New Mutants #1. I had 1 through 5 up north that I had bought at New York Comic Con. I want to say through 3 or 4 years ago now. Yeah, super upset, really bummed when those are gone. And he knew that. He hooked me up with this one, which was super cool of him. Thank you, John. Shout out to him. um, but yeah, super happy to have that one back too. Um, all right, yeah. Now the rest of these are gonna be back again from the flea market, but I wanted to throw those two in there and give him a shout out because that was really cool of him, and I appreciate it. Um, Next one here though, you got it's DC Comics presents Superman and the Freedom Fighters. Again, another one of those, I guess, semi-controversial covers. It's just, you got Uncle Sam going after Nazis right there. I don't know why, but that stuff gets me every time. I love it. Let me get these out of the way and finish this off here. I'm trying to make it short and sweet. Like I said, I just wanted to pop this video in before I got too lazy. Next one here, Silver Surfer 56. Again, these Thanos Silver Surfer covers. I mean, if I see them out there, especially at flea markets, for this dude, I think in total I ended up paying about 65 cents a comic from this guy's shop. So I mean, if for 50, 65 cents, whatever, if I see covers like that, I grab them. It's just a cool Thanos Silver Surfer cover. And another one, same thing right here. Um, Thanos going hard on Silver Surfer. This one, just because I think the next one right here, that Galactus eventually will have an appearance in the MCU. I think he kind of has to at this point. Pick that one up. There was a few more there too that I kind of regretted not getting, but I mean, he's going to be there every week, so I mean, I might go back and see what else he's got. But these next few here were again, most of his collection that he had left there was picked and scavenged beyond belief, but he did have some cool gold and silver age books there that we picked up. I mean, this one's the lowest grade one I got out of them, but still, I got it for 50 cents, I think. This is just Daffy Duck. I forget what number it is. It's got writing all over it. It's a really low grade, but for pennies basically, picked it up. I mean, get these 10, 12, 15 cent gold and silver age books. Low grade is better than no grade for these in my mind. It's just how long are these books really going to be around in any grade? You know what I mean? It's amazing to me that there's still books that are all intact from that long ago that people haven't ripped to shreds or actually kept in good condition from back then. Um, but as I just feel like another 20, 30, 40 years time goes on, these books are just going to get harder and harder to find, and the grades are going to be worse and worse and worse. So usually when I see them, especially for kind of deals like that, I kind of I just feel obligated almost to pick them up and store them away and keep them where in the condition that they're in, so they don't get any worse. But yeah, that was a cool one. I picked that one up. This next one here, we got Flintstones and Pebbles. Again, just another cool book. Not as old as the other one, but Still a cool book. And that one's actually in pretty good shape. The Flintstones book, I mean, for the time at least, and for what he had. Um, this one here, another kind of same deal. There's some writing down there. I guess it's issue 125. Somebody wrote on it, which that is what it is. Can't, I don't know if you can really see it or not. Um, but again, another older book, also in decent shape aside from the writing down there. So I was happy to get that one. And then this last book I got actually, I'd never heard of it before. I looked into it though. It's a super cool book. I mean, I saw the cover of it, and it's just that old school space race kind of late '60s uh, artwork on there, and the stuff they were coming out with then. The Doctor Solar, Man of the Atom. I want to say that this was issue shit. I knew it, and it was in the back of my head. I want to say 12, issue 12 or 13. Um, and again, they were closing up there, and he had, I want to say, 4 or 5 more issues of this run from it that I should have picked up, and I don't know why I didn't. But I'm gonna go back and get them. I looked this book up. The first 10 issues have some serious value to them, in good shape, and but yeah, these aren't books I'm going to be sent out to get graded or anything. It's just, I don't want them to get, I want to keep them in the condition that they're in, at least, for a long time, and maybe my kids or something one day, when I have them, if I have them, will have something to fall back on if these are ever worth something. But, until then, they're still cool to have and good to look at. I just think it's awesome. Books that old are still intact and floating around. Um, but that's it for right now. That's all I got. I mean, I do have other books I could show, but it's just there's too many to even get into, and they're more weekly pickups from my pull list and stuff. I might make another video with them pretty soon. I think the next video I'm going to be sending out some books to get graded. But I want to do a video like a before and after of them. So I think I'm going to try and sort out which ones I want to send out, and might throw them up in a video, and then send them out. I think I'm going to go PGX, just because, I mean, that's where I've gotten stuff graded before, and I honestly, I don't plan on reselling most of my books, so it don't really matter to me about the resale value of PGX, EBCS, CGC, whatever, To me, fuck, shoot, PGX, 13 bucks turnaround time, or 13 bucks for modern books, and their turnaround time, to me, has been pretty good from the books I've sent out to them. It hasn't been too long, maybe month and a half, 2 months at most. It's just the price, man. The price to get them slabbed, fuck it, I'll go to PGX. CGC is just, they're too demanding, and trying to monopolize everything. I mean, hey, do your thing, but for a while I can, I'll send them out somewhere else. But that's all for a later time. If you guys made it this far, I appreciate it. Again, if you want to throw a thumbs up, subscribe, that would be cool. If not, all good. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Adios.